Trash to Cash podcast, episode 62. How's it going? I'm Dave Yancey Picker. With me, as always, is Kevin the Commonwealth Picker.
Weeks in a row.
And CM Williams. Like How's it going, CM?
It's like 2 years. Oh, I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good.
Well, I just got back from Avatar about 8 minutes ago.
I loved it. I loved Avatar. I loved it.
I think that you were a joke of a human if you went and saw it not in 3D, Carrie.
I didn't have a choice.
After watching it in 3D, I'm like, how could he see this in non-3D? Like, the whole point is 3D.
I didn't have a choice. Dawn will not go see 3D movies. They make her sick.
I'd say divorced, but you're not married, so I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
You're gonna have to sneak out and watch the movie. You know,
I've never seen the first
3D
one.
Was impressive. Either did my kids, my older two, but I took them, and they were like, they do not like movies very much, especially long movies. Anna does, but not Elijah, and they were both like, that was a really good movie.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's not like on paper that interesting sounding, but
low expectations. Y'all beat it up, and then they like. It's like Dave's.
Exactly.
It's like,
no, you're right.
It's like watching one of your videos.
It wasn't a turd.
It is true. That's true.
There was, just like in the first Avatar, there's definitely those slow moments where you're like, oh, come on, James Cameron, like, take 20 minutes out right here, and no one will notice.
Did James Cameron do this one too?
Yeah. Oh. He also did Titanic. He's Terminator, right? He did a lot of good movies. So
there is one. Can I do any spoiler stuff or no? Are we allowed to do any spoiler stuff?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
No.
There's
not opening weekend, Carrie. No.
Okay. Well, there's no. I have some very strong opinions about Carrie, parts of it.
We can because then Kevin can't. Me and
I can't contribute. All I would say is, if you ever sold any Avatar stuff, because that's all I care about is reselling.
There's those ones that go on your shoulder. Have you seen those that you get at Disney World? Eric, the OBX Picker, sold one.
That's right. He did. That's right. Didn't he find that down at Dante Prison of Profits down there? That's right. That's where I knew that from. Yeah. Yeah. He went out yard selling without us or something. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, he's a big jerk.
Big jerk.
So, Carrie, I literally just got back. That's why I pushed the show, because I didn't realize it was 3 hours and 15 minutes. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go see Avatar at 6:30, thinking I'd be home in time. It's now 10:30.
Yeah.
Just got home.
That was
like,
very,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just got home from our trip like 45 minutes ago, maybe.
And how was your trip?
It was good. It's cold up in Utah. It's snowing. It's gross. That's not cool. I don't like snowing at all.
In Vegas. And you didn't fall on the ice?
No, not once. I was waiting for it to happen, though. I did literally drop something almost every day. Today, it was aggressive. I was getting out of the car to go to a Savers. I hit my head on the door frame, and then I got out, pulled out my phone, and dropped it, not gently, but aggressively, threw it down against another car. Nobody saw it, so it didn't happen. They don't need to call my insurance.
Did you leave a little note saying, I don't have insurance?
No. I just left.
No insurance, sorry.
No, it was about the most uncoordinated thing I've ever done in my life. I'm pretty coordinated, so.
I can't remember if Oh, go ahead, Kev.
I was going to say, I mentioned insurance on my show the other day. Do either of you insure any of your inventory? I know what the answer is for Carrie.
I'd be happy to start over. Yeah. I've done it many times.
You've lit it on fire
not
yourself.
Separately, but when I bought the house and bought homeowners insurance, I told them about the value in my garage, and they made my policy for a little more money, but I don't know. Items contained within, basically. But I don't have a specific
When I first started, I looked into insuring, and it just didn't seem, I don't know, unless you're dealing with gold and silver and stuff like that, I don't really feel like
that stuff kind of survives the fire.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
I got a bunch of comments about you, Kevin.
All right. All good, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, I got a comment I got to read you. You guys love this one.
All good.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the retirement home got a hold of internet access.
Darth Toy Lord on my latest Picker video. Darth Toy Lord said Commonwealth Picker would be in heaven. Okay. Yeah. And then you got Kevin did a video yesterday showing him buying one of those.
What's those?
Kevin would have messed his underwear up seeing that yard sale from David Edwards.
Yeah, if he wore underwear, he would have. Yes.
I mean, he wears Depends. He depends on Depends, so he doesn't need to worry about his underwear getting destroyed.
A support / receptacle.
Did you send a photo of that sale to Kevin? He'll be so jealous.
What's the sale?
I wonder how many he would have bought.
I need to watch this video. What's the name of this video?
I feel like I shouldn't tell you because you should be watching all my videos, Kevin. That should be your primary focus.
I just watched a Commonwealth Flipper episode, and he mentioned us 3 times. I'm so proud every time. I'm like,
yes. Why do you think this podcast grows?
Picker
it's not
specifically.
because of YouTube.
Somebody was like, "Trash to Cash wouldn't be the same without Kevin," and then Kevin told the truth. He said it wouldn't be the same without us.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated that.
But then I also said, make sure you tell that to Dave and Carrie.
do you see this yard sale, Kev?
I see it. I'm on a phone here, y'all. So
but you get the context of what
he's going to buy all those chairs, isn't he?
Oh, the lawn chairs. Right. Oh my goodness, yes, that would have been nice. Kevin, I have so many. I got a list.
That's only one side of the sale, though. That's okay. Let me show you the other side really quick. I have to stop it and reshare it. But
that's kind of like Kevin's backyard, just depending on the mood. What kind of how late?
So the other side.
We had a redneck birthday bash this year. Oh my gosh! It's like
lawn chair heaven.
Pop culture. You're starting to see these lawn chairs. If you ever watch The Middle, which my wife and daughter love, Brick sits in lawn chairs all the time. No, not that one. And then a bunch of new videos are coming out. I've seen country music stuff where there's lawn chairs everywhere. And so it's helping. Although I did mention in my video that the selling price has gone down, and I gave myself credit. Ever since
you ruined the market.
Yeah, you did ruin the market.
I gave
that
myself
is fair.
credit.
We don't talk about that enough.
Well, Craigslist Hunter mentioned it long before I did, so I blame Pete. He mentioned it before me. He's a real OG.
What you're really saying is you stole it from him. You didn't even know until
that's a good question. I don't know if I heard it first from them. I'm going to say yes because I did learn a few things from Pete. So, yeah.
The YouTube titles for my videos that I steal from YouTube have already been stolen before.
Stolen. Oh,
they're just getting reused over and over again? What?
All right, we're done talking about lawn chairs, but I did want to show Kevin this color because I thought he'd like it. Have you ever seen that one, the orange and red?
Yellow handles?
And red. Yeah, isn't that cool?
So that's probably plastic
Super
handles,
70s
which that's still cool,
it
man. Look, think about Halloween. I'd be like, Halloween lawn chair.
I bought it because I liked the color of it.
How much were these?
$2.
Oh,
$2.
heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. That's a $40, $50 lawn chair. And people think they're hard to ship. They're not hard to ship. Go get a TV box, cut it in half, slide it in, and put a piece on top.
Yeah,
dude.
Kevin would get that chair, pop it in front of the TV, turn on All in the Family.
Yeah.
Pop open a brewski and just.
We had my wife, which you guys were invited to and didn't show up. My wife's redneck birthday bash, and we had lawn chairs.
I swear,
can you guys drive 16 hours tomorrow, please? Yeah. Hey, did you guys sell stuff this weekend? Because I sold a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Always,
man. That's all I do.
Not as much as I had.
I felt a lot like a Kevin because it was to viewers. Is someone wrapping presents right near you? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, she's making.
Am I exactly right? Was it a perfect guess or no?
Yes, bagging presents with tissue paper.
I've got ninja ears when it comes to that. I know when presents are near. Okay, so Kevin, did I even tell you what I wanted? Is she packing mine or what? Yeah. What's happening here?
Are you packing Dave's present? Sure, she says sure.
Good. Who is it? Is it your wife
Reagan.
Or is it your daughter? Okay.
It's my daughter.
Yeah. No, but so I had a viewer come in. I had a viewer come in and say, "Hey, I've got 16 of your Department 56 in my cart.
Wait a minute.
Can I get
a
special
deal?"
Wow.
I want to know.
His name is William.
It's not. I had a different viewer come in to me and they said, "Hey, can I buy all the rest of your Coke ornaments? There's 9 of them." And I'm like, yeah, dude, Christmas. I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Well, did they ask for a discount?
Yes, they did. So I want to know what deal you gave them. What deal?
Well, I already have a 15% coupon running right now in my whole store. I've had it for a couple weeks now. So I offered him an extra 10%, 25% off if you buy 16 Department 56. And it was, I think the total was $500 or something. It wasn't $1,600 ones.
That's
$16, 30.
That's like
$15 to $20
That's like one whatnot purchase for you, Dave.
And on top of that, did you give him the shipping discount on top of it?
I did refund. Well, it charged him $260 in shipping, so I felt a little bad because he did several orders. So, and he also bought a bunch of plush for another $100. So he did a huge order. It was 55 items I shipped out today, and only 25 orders.
And his name is not Wayne, is it?
No, but no, not that guy. I've dealt with that before, but no, he's got Dolphin in his username, Dolphin something.
Cat,
but yeah,
William Cat.
Cat the Nurse Flipper, yeah, Cat the Nurse Flipper bought it.
My story's not near as good, but first of all, you sounded disappointed he asked for a discount. I would be disappointed if they didn't ask for a discount. I mean, that's what we do, right?
The only disappointment comes because I spent too much on them.
Well, but you made your money on a couple good ones.
I think I made my money back. Yeah, I need to check that.
I had all these Coke ornaments that I got from Eric, and we were selling them. We're not making much money on them. They're really low price, but there was only 9 left, and I lament in my video. They're not going to sell out before Christmas. Getting real sad. So I get somebody come and buy them, and of course,
the pity buys.
The pity buy. Yeah.
I've done that to Kevin.
Yeah. I
bought something that you were complaining about and lamenting about.
Let me get it out of here. Probably the Noid. Oh no, somebody did that for you.
It was these little toys. They were stupid.
And at any rate, all right. Thanks, Dave. So they're like, will you give me a discount? I'm like, absolutely. I want these things gone. So I gave them half off and returned the excess shipping, and they're gone. So that's really cool.
Okay,
they're all gone.
Not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like $70 buy or something, so it wasn't that big of a huge deal.
But honestly, I'll be honest, almost all my sales were viewers, and it was like just a few really awesome viewers. Yeah, I've arrived, guys. I've arrived.
You made it, man. You made it.
I'm almost in Kevin territory. I mean, it wasn't 1,000 a day, but it was still something.
That's just the affiliate links. That's what he's making.
Well, and I tell people this, and I don't know how many people you have subscribed to your eBay store, but you get alerts. You list new things, they get new alerts. So when I list new things, they're gone so fast. The viewers get them. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're going to jack the prices up so the viewers don't buy them, and then nobody else is going to buy them, or then you're ripping off your viewer. I mean, what are you going to do, man?
We're not Harry Tornado. We're not going to do that.
Yeah. So speaking of Harold Tornado,
I'm joking. I just
totally stealing
the
idea of a top 5 video,
which you totally stole from Kevin. To be fair.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back in time. I did it a year ago.
I did it a year ago. Videos.
I did it a year ago, and Kevin did not do a top 5. He just did reruns.
Well,
it was a different thing. It was a different concept. He did the Commonwealth Classics, which was a good video. I really like it. Yeah, and so that's good. But and I'll give credit where it's due. Carrie really brought up the top 5 idea.
Yes.
Right? Like top 5.
Yes.
Which
and
failed.
I knew he was too lazy to ever do it. Did it fail?
What are you talking about? I'm too busy producing.
I go to his channel every day to see a Ben's video, and he still hasn't edited a single one.
Well, I've been gone, dude. What am I supposed to do? Edit it when I'm in a car?
How do you vacation from a constant vacation is what I want to know. Because you almost said vacation. You almost said I've been on a vacation.
Mm-hmm. Listen, for the last 12 years.
My life is so hard. You guys don't understand. I don't have kids. I have too much money. I don't even know what to do with it.
I know you do.
And fame.
No, I asked Harold Tornado. I said, "Hey, did you make this because I did that top 5 video this week?" He's like, "I didn't even see you did one, bro."
Oh, that's.
Did he really say bro?
He didn't say bro. He didn't say bro.
He said, sorry, man. I'm talking to Ninja. Can I get back to you? That's probably what
he said. He filmed it last week. Whatever. I mean, he probably did film it last week. It's just crazy the timing. I think the important thing to remember, whatever Kevin says, whatever Carrie says, is Dave did it first because I did. I've got the oldest video.
You heard
that's
it
a rerun
first.
video
Dave
in the Pickerverse.
Dave has done the first top 5, top 10 video ever.
On YouTube.
Ever in the whole world.
Ever does.
In YouTube. Media. There's no other top 5 videos.
And the cave paintings didn't have top 10.
Have you ever done any Flipper top 5s? Top 10s? In Flipper? I'm going to start doing some, actually.
Believe in yourself.
No. I believe that people will watch it eventually.
I don't think your regular viewers. It's not really for regular viewers. It's for people who are coming in
that don't know me.
Yeah, they're like, I like video games. This guy, and if they can get through a whole video, which is questionable, they may not. Depends on how much you talk and how big your backpack is that day, but we'll see.
I met a fellow YouTuber yesterday, and you may or may not have heard of him, Faya Benda. Have you heard of Faya Benda?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Armin, okay. You don't know Kevin? He edits almost exactly like art.
Wow! So it's good.
He's a really good editor, and but it is the way Art and him.
Does he
edit,
swear?
Honestly. Yeah, he swears a little bit. Yeah. But the way he and Art both edit, I would say, is more targeted at a younger audience. I mean, I think you'd agree with that. Like
It's
cutting
more
away to
YouTube,
like
yeah,
anime
classic.
screaming stuff. Like,
I was
it's good.
captivated.
I met him.
Art did a 2-minute start of a video in front of a donut shop. It was captivating. The last video,
Mostly because of the donuts.
Yeah, it was.
Did you see the one he
cool.
did warm-ups like calisthenics in the gas station?
Dude, he's amazing. Art's awesome.
What are you doing,
I'm a
dude?
big Art fan.
Yeah.
It's a little too Harry Tornado-ish, where he goes in there and gets his drink and whatever. It's
yeah,
like,
but I feel like unlike Harry Tornado, it's real people, real situations, not set up stuff. With
actors. And
that's a joke.
I just start. Here's the video. This is it. This is where I was at. I was at garage sales. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you really care what I'm drinking?
And
Do you care what's in
that's
this
why
drink?
you don't excel, really. I mean,
I'm just teasing Josh. If you're listening, this is a joke. I love you.
Look, Carrie already feels
see
bad.
how
He actually told me
everything with just
I
guilt
know,
and
I want to
shame
tell Josh.
You got to remember, I grew up in
that
Utah.
Carrie-
I say sorry after everything.
Carrie actually texted me and said, I'm going to say something bad about Josh, and it's not a joke, but I'm going to pretend like it was a joke. So don't take his apology seriously,
That's
Josh.
a lie, man. How could you do that, man? You look like such a gentleman, but you're not.
No, I'm the world's best Chex Mix maker, and you just have to own that.
Dude, I keep getting that suggested, and I say no.
Dude, why don't you click that crap? It's delicious.
Dude, I don't want Chex Mix.
I did.
I didn't get it suggested.
My CTR on it is terrible. 5.8% CTR on that thing. It's brutal.
You think people know what CTR is?
CTR, baby.
Click through rate.
Oslo Husto.
Click through rate. How often people click on your sucky thumbnail. Anyways, but yeah, so I met Firebenda, and I want to tell you, I want to tell you my sneaky thing. Okay, I was like, okay, I've watched Firebenda like 2 times in the past, right? And I heard about him from Art. Art said, hey, have you ever run into him? Like probably 6 months ago. I said, no, I haven't. He said, oh yeah, his videos are great. And so I checked him out then. I watched a few videos. And then I was like, Friday night I was like, man, there's no yard sales. Maybe I'll go up to Jacksonville because that's his stomping ground. It's Jacksonville. It's like an hour north.
And he does garage sales. He does that.
No, flea markets. He does the Ramona flea market, the House of Fleas. There's like 6 flea markets in Jacksonville. And so like I was like, all right, I'm going to go up there and I know I'm going to run in to Firebenda. Like I just know it's going to happen. I don't know why. I just like sense it. So I'm like, I'm going to freaking go on a marathon. I watched like 10 Firebenda videos last night or the night before Friday, so that if I run into him, like I'm not gonna be caught with my foot in my mouth or anything like that. I'm gonna know about him.
Your Firebenda's over,
dude.
I do have a thing.
How do you spell Firebenda? Benda.
Fiya space Benda. And he's a really cool guy. And I actually like his videos a lot. I was watching quite a few of them. But then I go to the flea market. I don't run into him, Carrie. But I remember in one video, he said it's right near a Bins store, Goodwill Bins, which is like your haunting ground now, right?
That's what I was going to ask now that you're copying my style.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went to the Bins, and right as I'm about to walk in, Firebenda walks out of the Bins. And I'm like, yo, Firebenda, Arm. And he's like, yo, NC Picker, what are you doing here? And it was perfect because I knew all about him. I knew who he was, and it was, it was good. Very nice guy.
Very good. Yeah,
So,
it seems
that
like
Bins
I
is a
got
joke.
some vintage clothes in here. I like some of these
He
tags.
does a lot of single stitch stuff. He's always finding
liking it.
fire, bending it,
Yeah,
and such.
exactly. Straight gas, as the kids would say. It's just gasoline, man.
Yeah. No.
And have you noticed that most of the young folks out there, they're doing it's a lot of clothing, shoes, video games, clothing, shoes, video games, clothing, shoes, video games, which is great for me,
Yeah,
because
they're not even touching the Tupperware.
No,
yeah, they're just leaving
they're like, I have
the old ashtrays.
Exactly.
They don't know what an ashtray is. Like, how do you vape into that?
Yeah, it's like, where do I put my vape? Yeah.
So, should we talk at all about my clickbait this week and the controversy it stirred up?
No, I want to talk about
really,
the
I'd
thrift
pass
stores.
personally. Yeah.
I
Rally
gotta
Roots.
skip it.
Who's
All right, so
Rally Roots?
let's talk about thrift stores then.
No, well, we get back to Rally Roots. I wanted to ask Carrie about going back to the old
the Rally Roots
stomping
clickbait.
grounds.
Okay.
Carrie's a little slow tonight.
Carrie. Yeah. How are the old
Carrie,
stomping grounds, Carrie? Like, I saw you making one video, like you're talking to old friends and stuff. Like, does this place
I
still
really was.
or
Yeah,
what?
no, it's that DI, the Layton. So my old stomping grounds is Layton, Utah. If you guys live in Utah or have been to Utah, it's like
Where your kids live.
Yeah, all of them. I think most of them. They're in different states, but the thing is, that one was still pretty good. And the thing that's different from the last couple years is during the pandemic they weren't putting out as much new stuff because of just COVID or whatever. But by the way, you can bleep that so we don't get a penalty. basically they're bringing more stuff. They're bringing more stuff out than they used to. So that's good. The savers suck though. The savers are terrible, especially after going to the bins all
I saw the video that Dawn put out with
the soda bottles,
Coke bottles.
Yeah, I've run into $8 glass Aunt Jemima bottles at someone's yard sale before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she had.
I see those in the booths all the time.
But then she found a Larry Moe and Curly cookie jar for $8, like a giant one that's worth like $70. So
you sure that wasn't Pep Boys?
No, it might. I don't think so. Were they in movies back in the day?
They were in lots of movies. Yes, lots of movies.
Yeah, so it was good. It was good. It was not as good as Dave's overbearing, rude, and somewhat egregious
clickbait.
Rally route clickbait.
That was ridiculous. Although you got 10K views on a Flipper video.
It did do the job,
though. Did I get some views on that?
Did I get some
views on that?
Yeah, 10K. That's it. Rip somebody. Who are we going to rip this week?
You did do it for a reason, and it succeeded.
I did, and
plan.
I'm a monster. Here's the thing. Basically, guys, if you haven't caught up, if you don't know what's going on, I wasted $800 on a mystery box.
Wasted?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I think the roots are the best.
No, I bought a mystery box. It's at 11,000 views, by the way.
Ooh, look at that.
I bought a mystery box from Ryan on Whatnot. Mostly because I'm an addictive shopper. Like, I just am, and gambler. So, like, when I see mystery box and it's someone that I sort of trust and it's an opportunity for me to blow $800 hard-earned dollars, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
and you know what? Let me justify it by saying I can make a video out of it. I can resell the items and maybe potentially make a tiny profit. Whatever it takes for me to justify the spend.
I think you paid for their rent or their lease or whatever they have, or they're not leasing, they own stuff. But you know what I mean. You spend a lot of money with the Roots this month. A lot.
They own the stuff. Carrie's like, they're those kind of people who own stuff. I've heard of that kind of person.
I've heard of them. I don't know much about
them. Kevin's muted, but so honestly, the mystery box, I think it was as promised. He promised it would be $1,000+ value. I think it's right around
$1,000 and a penny.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like, I don't think it's like $1,400 or $1,600 or $1,800. I think it's
funny,
like $1,000
the best part of this video, Carrie. Did you watch this video, Carrie?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
It was like 37 minutes.
I honestly skipped to the end.
My wife's been sick, so I've had to ship everything all week because she's been feeling under the weather. So I'm like, what am I going to do down there? I gotta ship something.
Oh, poor guy.
Like, I could listen to, well, I better not pick on
Paint dry.
So.
I'm putting out daily subpar videos you could check out.
No, I need to hear. Kevin's finally watched one of my videos.
I did. I watched the video, and it was a pretty good video, except for the fact that you couldn't, actually comp anything. Took you forever to comp it. But other than the fact you couldn't comp anything, I'm like, dude, how hard is it to comp? And then he's like, I gotta pay for. What do you gotta pay for? What's the stupid lookup service thing? No.
WorthPoint.
WorthPoint.
No, I did a free trial.
Yeah, you're right. Free trial. Like, you couldn't go to the Discord and ask somebody to look it up for you.
Like, guys, good job.
Sorry.
Listen, I did. I signed up for a free trial, and
I know.
I thought I wanted an answer right then, Kevin. How relatable is that? Signing up for your 8th free trial of WorthPoint. Guys, go ahead down in the comments. How many free trials of WorthPoint are you at?
Yeah, seriously. Good point.
Coming in for
I'm just surprised you didn't send a message to some. Yeah, there you go. I'm surprised you didn't send a message to somebody in the Discord. Like, look this up for me.
Yeah.
So,
I could have, but it was hard to find. Anyways, I did.
You didn't want to
admit
Kevin. That. Anyway, the funniest part of the video to me, Carrie, was the fact that he really doesn't know who Rally Roots really is. No, he doesn't even know. He's like, Ryan, and what's his name? I think it's Ryan. He doesn't know this Allie. He doesn't know Callie. He doesn't know anything. He never watched any of those things. You didn't watch the famous video in the cops get called. You talk about the cops are called, whatever.
Yeah.
Why did the cops get called?
Old school stuff, man.
Yeah, there's a whole video about that. We could link up here, guys.
I only watch Faya Benda. That's all I watch now. Faya.
Old school, man. They got Josh brought Rally Roots on his show, and Josh gets huge, and then they get in a feud.
Well,
and then
so one of my comments.
They like each other now. It's cool.
One of my comments was, you clearly never watched Josh's mystery box he bought from Rally Roots. He got scammed.
I mentioned that to you right after you said you bought that.
I went and looked for it, and I can't find it. I think he took it down. I cannot find it on his
That
channel.
might have been the conditions for them to get... Oh, well, we're starting stuff here. That's not...
Well, so he messaged me. It's so funny, Kev. It's so funny because I invited Raleigh Roots onto Trash to Cash back in April, right? Like I went on Instagram, I messaged him, I said, "Hey, I'm sure you've never heard of him."
Ghosted. He was ghosted.
Dude, I was ghosted. I invite like everyone. These guys don't know I'm constantly inviting people on the show and getting ghosted. It's the one thing I add in value. Hosts. Right, and so I asked Ryan to come on the show. He totally ghosted me, which is fine because I ghost people all the time on Instagram, so I'm certainly not one to throw the first stone. And, so he sends this long, like, kind of canned message that I've seen him put on other people's videos. Like, it was fine, but there was definitely, like, some parts, like, I'm willing to take it all back. Very nice, very generous of him. He stands behind his purchases, I'll say that, or his sales, I'll say that. But then he wrote me on it. I said, "Hey, Ryan, thanks for the response. Check out your Instagram. I've already messaged you." And he comes in, he's like, "Oh, dang, I never saw this." And it was like 6 months later, so that was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, he's a nice guy. It was fine. He seemed annoyed, I'll be honest, about the clickbait. And I said, "Hey, it is what it is, bro. It's YouTube." And he's like, yeah, you're right. So he doesn't, he's not permanently mad.
Do you remember at FlipCon when we started making fun of stuff and you guys do your own thing and I start throwing stuff out? I was starting to make fun of that controversy just a little bit, and Josh jumped right up and shut that thing down. Like, no, I talked to them. You don't want anything to do with that. It's funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. So
yeah, I mean, the Carrie's like over here copying our thumbnails pretty much directly this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just copy paste. You look at his channel; it's ridiculous. He's not even trying anymore.
No, it's not that. It's just it's hard. I'm not good at thumbnails, and I'm not good at clickbait, guys. I come from a genuine, wholesome, somewhat creative space, and you guys have mastered the art of bringing people into your videos, promising things you don't fulfill. And
I fulfill everything I promise.
Well, I know there's a new video on YouTube where you can learn how to go viral, Carrie. And if you watch that, it might teach you how to go viral.
Yeah, I know. I think that, like 600 views so far.
Oh, Paulie.
Oh my gosh.
Paulie actually did have a really nice blow up last week.
His video is bigger than mine.
Congrats
to him. His video is bigger than my biggest. I don't have that.
It was like 300,000 views.
You're not. Nobody's keeping track of whose videos are bigger, guys. We're all here to make sure the low tide, high tide rises all ships. I just want to be the tallest, highest ship. Is all.
That's right.
Bigger ship. Also.
Well,
it happens. You put out enough good content, stuff just pops, man. Eventually, I mean, look at Dave's terrible Chex Mix video.
I know.
My Chex Mix, guys, go check out that Chex Mix video. Great, as of recording,
already been recommended it. You might as well click on it. Nobody else is.
And watch
I watched that too, Dave. I watched it.
You're like, why does this have so many views?
You're supposed to follow the recipe to a T, and you immediately change it from a pan to a bowl thing. I'm like, dude, that's not following the recipe.
Yeah.
Listen, 21.5K views, guys. So this will be like a benchmark. When we listen to this on Tuesday, we'll see what it's at.
The people have spoken. Yeah. They want more Dave Chex Mix videos. They do.
They've decided I'm not good at reselling, but maybe cooking could be something they watch me do.
Exactly.
I think this is an interesting topic because Chex Mix, this is the season for it, right? So that's got to be kind of why it hit. So I'm curious, reselling wise, the season for whatever, and it kind of hits.
To be jolly.
I think I stumbled on a pretty good gift that people are buying like crazy in my store, but on YouTube, it's a thermos, a Stanley thermos that was really colorful in the spring, but it's sold out, and so you can't get it anywhere. But you can get it in my store. And I adjusted that listing a little bit, and boom, I just automatically, I had the lowest price one when I adjusted it, and I've sold like 12 in the last 2 days.
Do you know a guy named Steve? Has he been buying VHS from you a lot?
I don't have that many VHS for sale right now. They bought
He is buying all of my VHS.
Sealed?
Like
10. No, they're
was it the ones you stole from me from 127?
Yeah, Hills Have Eyes too.
If I were to find a bunch of stuff that Dave picked up right in front of him, I would defer. Dave didn't defer. He found a bunch of old VHS.
I need the money, and you're in wealthy town.
Kevin's already pumped and dumped the VHS market. He got it high, and then he sold off.
Let me tell you, I'm glad I sold a lot of that when I did.
No, that market is down a bit, honestly.
It is, but there's still.
Are you guys? Do you have some sort of chart you're looking at to see the market's down? Like the resellers want to know. Is there like is it like the stock market, VHS market, oil barrels?
There's a VHS.
Tupperware.
There's a VHS dark website that you guys can.
Okay, yeah.
They pretty much follows NFT markets, pretty much to a T.
Much, yeah.
Yeah, so everything, they're just worthless things.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah. Someone was calling you out in the Discord saying that you know nothing and the NFTs are worthless. I don't know if you saw that.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you deserve it, to be fair.
No,
to be fair to Kevin, let's be fair to Kevin for once. We don't do that enough here on this channel.
I got to give a shout out to
You can't
Tim
make
over
fun
the
of him
years.
about something after it's gone down.
That's true. That's true. You should talk trash while
talk
it's
trash
still
when
up.
it's up, like you know what you're talking about.
Then we can believe you.
Yeah.
Listen, I never said this is like straight to the moon and it'll never stop. I never ever said that. Matter of fact, I probably said the opposite.
Told me to sell our trailer and move to Vegas.
You did.
Well, I did do that.
You did.
No, I did tell you to do that.
Hey, speaking of shout outs, you said you need to shout out Tim over the years.
Yes,
you need to shout him out.
It was a conversation that I had with him, man, it's 2.5 years ago at this point. I don't know, a long time ago. He's falling asleep. What are you doing?
What?
Here in Bedford,
it's
Virginia.
11
had a
p.m.,
conversation
bro.
with him, and he led me down this road, and I don't think he's made a whole bunch of money off it. Matter of fact, he might have lost some money, but I made a bunch of money off of it. And he's always a guest here, every 100-mile yard sale. Humble brag, I'm giving him the credit.
You said I made a ton of money. He lost money.
I wouldn't have made a dime if it wasn't for him. You know me with technology. I called Dave up and like, how do you work Facebook?
Yeah,
I know nothing, right? So I had to learn this stuff, and I made enough money on that one deal that he's a guest at the 120 or the 100-mile yard sale. Like anytime he wants to come, I'll pay for him.
Well, big shout out to ABC Matt and Biscuit Butt and Parker County Picker. Ray's Heck Resells back on the list.
Ray's
Side
Heck,
Hustle
you've
Preacher
made it back, man.
Made it back, and Tanya Arnold and Sales by Tony, of course.
Sales by Tony, all of
rep.
my sales.
What do you think? First of all,
these are our number one patrons on Patreon.
Number one.
Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon if you want a good time.
You all
looking
American
for a good
Bubble
time?
Boys,
subscribe to Patreon. Okay, what? American Bubble Boy? Yeah, I forgot about them.
You ever read Great Expectations? You ever read Great Expectations? Probably not. You didn't have to do that at school. All right.
Yeah,
it's our benefactor. Our benefactor is American Bubble Boy Joy. Oh, there.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was a city of light. It was a city.
Kevin, how many times have you slept out in the cabin?
I was wondering if you were gonna.
I've come close. I've been in the basement. I haven't quite been that bad, but I'm close. Let me tell you.
Why don't you put up a pole barn?
Why? Because it's not whimsical and
that's true.
folksy.
Whimsicalness is lacking. Yeah. Limited folksiness. Yeah.
No. And the echo and the space. It's not. It's not. It's not. I mean, that's the truth.
But I feel like the supply hut could be more like your cool place, where you could be more cool. You could have like you could have the aviators on and just kind of like
cool?
Well, yeah, no, you could let your chest hair out a little bit in there. That could be like a different side of Kevin when you're like business Kevin.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Lone Wolf P&W says it's great that Kevin, just speaking about not being cool, it's great that Kevin found out about QR codes and he's excited about it. Imagine how he'll act when he finds out that star 69 will give the phone number of the last person who called you.
I know, man.
I like that. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So I have 11 watchers on my $600 Grateful Dead shirt. So it's probably just all viewers.
Oh, you put out there for 600?
Look at you.
I did because I have the 15% coupon, which is going to bring it down to 500.
Oh, so you're basically
is that the Lithuania one? Which one is it?
I'm turning into what, Kevin?
A mall store where everything's 40%
Everything's always on sale. Yeah. What'd you say, Carrie?
Is that the Lithuania one or is it the Las Vegas one?
Yes, that's the Lithuania one. And I wore that in one of my videos too. Did you?
Okay, so if that one was 600 or you listed for 600, so you say you get 5 maybe, you're well over 1,000 then.
I mean, the top sold comp is 380 on that one. But the condition, I think mine's in better condition.
Yeah.
I think mine's in better condition.
So if you get somebody to pay 500, are you not suckering somebody far worse than what you're accusing Ryan? I mean, Ryan seems like he was like $1,000. That seems like that's about right.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's my goal, is to sucker people into spending a lot of money on things. I mean, what are you doing in reselling? I'm a little confused about what you think reselling is.
You are selling plush Inaman.
I'm going to buy that shirt, and I'm going to make clickbait. NC Picker rip me off.
Rip me off, I like it. But there was no mystery. You knew you were being ripped off.
I almost single-handedly built part of that supply hut with my $30 donation. Almost. I probably have one 1 square inch.
That's the thing, though. Like, I did not know what I was getting, but I still feel like I got the value worth out of the shirt. If someone comes and buys it from me, words are hard at midnight, guys. Come on. Calm down. Go eat your whoopie pie. Go eat your whoopie pie, Carrie.
Is that over here? Is that it?
Yes, we always have the whoopie pie right next to Carrie. I listed the other one for $300 and the other one for $249, and then the other one I haven't listed yet. That's where I'm at right now. If those 3 sold, minus my 15%, I'd basically be at like $800, break even. And then the last one would be the profit.
So I'm looking here at Fayabenda, and he's got his face in like his thumbnails, and it's all the same face, looking the same same way.
You're gonna hire actors to do different faces?
Well, if you want to compete with Josh, you better hire actors.
Josh is doing a real stoic thing lately. He just kind of looks bewildered, and he's holding stuff.
What I don't understand. Tell me about this. Maybe you guys know. Whenever he wears just a plain shirt. It's plain. There's nothing on it whatsoever.
If I know Josh, it's all well thought out. I just don't understand it personally.
It's always a plain, no image. Like, I mean, I'm not advertising here.
Yeah, no sleep. You got your no sleep till Bedford shirt on.
But no, Josh is thinking about it like, hey, if someone wants their name on my shirt, they're paying for it. That's what Josh's brain is thinking.
But see,
he's always thinking about that money.
And you don't know Rally Roots that well, but he was the first one I really saw kind of not like I shout out everybody. They're like, you don't even have to ask me. It's like, here you go, shout out. But there's value to a shout out. Like Firebender is going to probably get 2 or 3 subs off of this deal. He already got me.
And make sure Firebender, if you go check him out, tell him in the comments that NC Picker and the Trash to Cash podcast sent you. Yeah, so he can come over here and say hey to us. So we could bring him on. We could bring him on as a guest sometime. He's a nice guy. Those bins. Listen, those bins, Carrie. Have you ever been to a bins where instead of the big blue bins, they're like little tiny black bins?
No, I haven't. No.
They were weird. Like, they were so small, and they were all pretty much empty. And when I walked in, Armin was like, hey, I've gotten kicked out with a camera before. And I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect. I go in with my camera on, like, fully blasting, like, come on, kick me out.
That's the best thing about Utah. Well, I mean, like, it would be cool for one video, but then you can't film there anymore, like Vegas for me. But Utah doesn't care. They let me film. I found a ton of good stuff. And I will edit a video tomorrow. I just haven't had time.
No, you know what it is? It's a person at that bins. Just like at the flea market that I like going to, I can't really bring my camera because that guy tells on me and says that I need they need to kick me out because he's uncomfortable.
That is the truth. Yeah, that is the truth. I think I was getting away with it in Vegas until like just 2 people basically were complaining. So that's all it takes. Yeah. It's kind of like a Kevin or a Karen comes up to the manager.
A Karen, yeah.
Yeah,
a Kevin
and
then
Karen. A Kevin or a Karen, it just ruins the fun for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't know. It annoys me. Oh, the nice thing about the Jacksonville flea market is no one said a thing. And again, following my theory, no one recognized me at all. No. I didn't get called out. Other than Firebenda, nobody knew who I was at that whole flea market. And if I go to the flea markets near me, it's like... it's a lot of people recognize me.
There's a lot of subsets in reselling. The bin heads are not really your niche. You know what I mean?
I'm saying at the flea market. No, what I'm saying is I have this long-standing theory that wherever you go, YouTube shows your content to people that were with you there.
And so because I go
to this... and it's my theory, but I bet if I go back to Jacksonville or Ramona Flea Market in a month, I'm going to be recognized like 4 times. I'm telling you.
And just by being there, like, because you're saying it in the video, you're
Kevin,
not hashtagging
have you never had
anything?
Your phone show you an ad for Depends just because you were telling your wife you needed some more Depends? Like,
that happens.
They listening to you.
I get Depends ads just because I make fun of Kevin needing Depends.
You know what I get all the time? I get EcoFlow videos all the time on my stuff, man. EcoFlow.
Well, I mean, I think the whole world heard you talk about EcoFlow for like 90 minutes.
Oh, they're going to have to hear it for another 3 minutes.
The company ever. Actually, why are we saying they're
I watched the video, and I still think it's like a toilet brand of some sort, like some sort of toilet. I watched the video. I keep thinking it's like a bidet or something, but I think it has to do with solar.
Which would fit my brand with the enema thing. I mean, it would fit. It would fit.
Yeah,
did you see?
And because you're full of crap.
Sticker Enderman that I got. I wish I had her name. I'd shout it out. It's on my video coming up here in a few days. But anyway,
should we address the drama between you and Rachel Strickland that was covered last week?
What are you talking about? Oh my god,
dude! The whole title and thumbnail were you and her fighting. You were like pleading for her to like you.
You insisted that we title it that.
Yeah, and you were just like, make sure that you show a picture of me looking desperate for friends.
It's
like,
not
we
because,
did our best.
It's not because every video we don't use your name on totally failed. That's not why we did it.
Commonwealth Pickers above a whoopie pie?
Yeah,
there you go. There's your title.
Yeah, put me with whipped cream on my face looking like an idiot. Nobody will watch it. Nobody will watch it.
Yeah, dude, we got to make a new tier. Like, what's the tier got to cost for Kevin to do Jellyface?
Oh, it's not Kevin Jellyface, $1,000.
Kevin, what about a $400 tier?
$400?
Yeah, $400. Would you do it?
For giving you money. I can't believe Carrie does.
500. 500.
You have made $30 so far off my jelly hands.
I know.
I've given
That's the way it's supposed to work.
I don't even care because I care about you.
Oh my gosh! Did you see that person sent you? See, it wouldn't be the same without me. See, and if I was you, it wouldn't be me, and then it wouldn't work. So we should just keep it being you with jelly hands.
That's true. We have to be ourselves.
Right. That's fine.
You can continue to be the old curmudgeon if that's what you want to be.
That, like, if we had Kevin,
I got groupies here. I got to read you something.
I got groupies.
Oh, you've got groupies. Let me hear.
Wow.
Read it.
I got to make sure
DRM.
my wife can
He skipped fans. He skipped fans and went straight to groupies. I've got viewers and groupies.
Kids,
don't share the pictures, just the text.
It says, see if I can see it's loud enough that Blue Ridge Mama can hear it. Your wife is a very lucky woman. I can only hope to find a good man like you. This is an email. Aww. Anyway, just wanted to somehow touch base with you and let you know that you have a fan out there. And then they said a bunch of other stuff here. And then they gave me their eBay store. And then they told me that where they lived. And then they told me they were 75 years young.
Oh, that's like, you must be getting those emails or like actually, do you get physical letters from these people?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I get long ones, long letters, like crazy.
Do they smell like rosemary and thyme or whatever?
I don't smell things
they have
very
seals
well,
on them.
Myrrh, frankincense. It's Christmas. You gotta get the
right I got a letter from a kid the other day, and my wife read it, and apparently he had sent me another message some other time, and I didn't respond to it. So my wife is still mad at me that I didn't respond to this kid's message. And I don't know, there was a letter or something we were supposed to send to him, but I don't know what.
Did Reagan just say she's mad at you too?
Yes, she's mad. She reads the letters too. I'm like, I'll give you 1 page. 3 pages? That's getting a little long. Dave, would you read a 3-page letter?
You wouldn't even open it.
I got a letter
just
from
use it for kindling.
Canuck Surge sent me a letter, and in the he sent me a package, and in the package there was a letter, and it was like 5 paragraphs long. And I said in the video, I said, I'm gonna cut some of this out so it's not so long.
Yeah.
And then I forgot to cut it out, so I just read all 5 paragraphs, and someone like made fun of me in the comments. I was like, I forgot to cut it out. I'm sorry, whatever.
He's a wonderful person. I like Surge, by the way.
We got a response. I don't know how, but we got a "What do you think about this episode" on Spotify. Someone wrote, Mark Osborne wrote, "It's a little too folksy, but okay, I guess." That's
kind of our sweet spot right there. Like,
it's weird because I don't think we're that folksy.
So maybe if we bring on Art or Faya Benda, we can get a few more, non-folksy.
We've had Art on, remember?
So we're on a run here. We're on a run where we've had like only negative reviews for the past for like almost a month now, guys.
Look, so, that's it though.
Hook us up with a positive on iTunes.
To be honest,
makes sense.
To be honest.
Do we want a positive? Do we really want a positive?
Look, he just muted himself while he was talking. I think that he's trying to cater to.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I've thought about this. I think we're at the point in our podcast where we've been around for a while, and now there's going to be backlash. No, I'm serious. I've actually thought about this because people get tired of it. They've seen us. They know our shtick.
Well, then I'm out.
I'm not saying.
If you want to know the exact moment when Kerry turned on his Yeti and stopped using his headphone mic, it was 45 minutes in because your audio just got way better for some reason.
I put this my Yeti cord is all messed up. Sorry, man.
Ah, okay. It sounds better now, or is it not the Yeti anymore?
I think it is. I had the Yeti on earlier. It said it was the Yeti. This is good.
Maybe we should try.
But now you sound way better. It's weird.
This is not the Yeti. This isn't the Yeti. This is my regular.
Maybe it's just because you're not shouting. I mean, I've heard a lot in the reviews that you shout a lot.
I'm sorry.
We should try an episode where we don't.
I don't know how to change that. That's my personality.
And we don't shout.
Kevin's trying to improve us, but we're just totally shouting over him.
I think we could
All right, Kevin, go say it.
I think we could talk more reselling.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
All right, let's do it.
We haven't
Christmas sale.
Let's talk
Do you
now.
put your Christmas items on sale after Christmas?
What about that? Huh?
Do you put your Christmas sales or items on sale after Christmas?
Yeah, I guess if I have time and I remember.
I don't get it.
So no, you don't. Your Christmas items that you're selling in your eBay store after Christmas is over, are you going to discount them?
No, I usually just leave them. I'm being serious. I usually leave them up because they'll sell into January, typically the first couple weeks of January, and then you'll get March sales at full price.
So, have you noticed? I used to do retail arbitrage. I used to do after Christmas clearances all the time. I would go buy up $10 trees and then sell them for $40 plus shipping. Come next fall.
I don't know if they still do it, but Home Good, I used to get a bunch of Spode at like 70, 80, 90% off, like a week after 75. Christmas.
But now everything is on. It's just been happening for years, and it certainly is totally done away with all of our Halloween stuff on clearance. They put stuff on clearance 2 weeks before the dang holiday, and it's gone, and you can't get it anymore. Drives me nuts.
I mean, on Black Friday, I went to Target, and they had a Christmas tree for $29. So that was a pretty good price on a Christmas tree.
I used to get them for $10, man, at Walmart. We'd buy dozens of them.
No, Kevin, see, I don't put my stuff on sale after it's always on sale. So I don't need to do that. And I just sold like all my Christmas stuff to one person, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Gotcha.
I've been moving a lot of my Christmas stuff through Whatnot, to be honest. That's a lot of the stuff I'm getting for Christmas is going straight to Whatnot right now.
Carrie, what do you think about the fact that I've started this hashtag fast from Whatnot? Have you heard of this hashtag?
Oh, so you're on that now. Oh, so you hated Whatnot and then you loved Whatnot.
Well, you hate Whatnot because you have zero impulse control. Literally, can I tell? I'm going to tell the story because you make me tell stories all the time. You literally told me the other day. You called me and said I had to delete Whatnot, so I guess you're not going to be in my auction, guys.
I'm not going to be able to attend.
It's going to be on Tuesday, guys, right after this. Okay, it's going to be at 5:30 PST. Okay, because he's bought 2 more Rally Roots boxes for $500 a piece. He spent $1,000 more dollars.
I have a problem. I have a problem, guys. I have a problem.
He's a mess, guys.
I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler. Can you tell by my glasses?
He's
an
impulse buyer. There's no doubt about it. He just buys it, and then
those shopping alley, like when you're checking out at the checkout and they got all that candy, I clear it out. I'm like, I need 15 packs of Dentine Ice right now.
Carrie will attest to this. I go, take these guys out to dinner. I'm like, I'm paying for this dinner, right? Well, as soon as Dave hears that, dude, I mean, he buys. Yeah. He doesn't get one entree. He gets like 3 and 2 appetizers and a dessert. That's all. Just because I'm not kidding.
That's just to go after his regular meal.
And then I PayPal Kevin money for the dinner. Let's tell the whole story, shall we? We're just gonna keep that part private.
I just play dumb and just accept Kevin's kindness. That's what I do.
Hey, do you guys
you don't order 17 things. You
ever do the white elephant thing?
Yeah,
the gift exchange.
Yeah.
Well, there's another name for it too, right? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know. Pink elephant.
So we're doing a white elephant thing at our New Year's party, right? We're doing it a little later than Christmas. And, I was texting people the details, and 2 people wrote back and said, we won't be participating in the white elephant. We don't enjoy that kind of activity.
Ooh.
And I was like, really? What?
Jehovah's Witness?
No, like they celebrate Christmas, like they just don't like that game. They said they don't like that game.
Well, then
what?
So they're not going to be participating.
Are they coming to the? Yeah, that's weird. Why be weird?
Quick reselling tip about this, and then we'll get back to the topic. Is there are certain items you get that you put white elephant in the title. That's how I started selling the Inaman like 10 years ago. Is I'd put in that title and that would get me sales. All right, go back to your story. So is this family members?
It was.
I'd put an enema. Yeah. A plush enema would be a perfect white elephant gift.
A whoopee cushion. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel like I'm in the position where I don't need to buy anything for the white elephant. I can just find stuff in my inventory.
Just give them the Rally Roots box.
Oh yeah,
$500,
dude. And the funny thing is, they just donate it. They'd have no clue. They're like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Probably so. Why'd you give me these dirty old T-shirts?
Dirty old tie-dye T-shirts for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually did find a nice single search last weekend. It was like a NASCAR one.
And Carrie, if you watch this video, he's like just discovering that the tag matters. The tag matters. I'm like, the tag matters.
He'd never even heard of Liquid Blue. I've heard of Liquid Blue, man.
Here's the thing, Kevin. There's 2 different kinds of reselling videos, educational, and something that makes you feel good about yourself, you know, because you are so much better than the person you're watching. I'm the latter. I give everyone that feeling of confidence that you steal from them. They're like, oh, Kevin, how did he just make $8,000 on Tupperware? I suck at reselling. Then they watch me like, oh, no, I'm better than this guy.
That's not true, man. I always tell people when I screw something up. And I tell people I don't buy that, whatever.
Well, here's the thing, though.
You just don't screw up.
Here's the thing about...
Yeah, I do.
The thing about producing content is you're putting yourself out there for people to judge. I'm doing long form videos every day. I'll tell you what, I don't find stuff every day. I'm still doing videos on it though, so it gives people a little bit of fuel if they wanna question if you can pick or not, for sure.
Yeah. Yep, that is true. I mean, you got to find stuff, but you know, do you really have to? And I see more and more videos of people doing, you know, where they could have bought something but they didn't, and then they leave that in there for the educational purpose. I do that myself. I never used to, but I do now.
That, bro. I started that.
You know who I saw do that?
I missed this from the beginning.
I saw Rally Roots do that. They were like, we don't need this inventory, basically, but you know, they make money on reselling videos. Maybe if we get Ryan on, we'll ask him about it.
We're gonna get him.
They started going to yard sales and not buying everything, but pointing things out. But those videos, I don't think did as well. I'd be curious to see. But Carrie, you say a lot of those fake thrifters out there in Nevada, isn't that what you call them? They don't actually buy everything either.
Well, no, I mean, there's like a style of thrifting videos, and I don't recall saying any of that, but that's okay. I have to live here, Kevin. I have to walk outside. I got to be careful.
But you don't walk outside often, to be fair.
Yeah, never before noon.
You ride your little rascal.
Dude, I've been getting up at like 9. You guys would be so proud of me the last week. What was I saying? Anyway, no, a lot of what they do is they'll just talk about stuff and they'll put it back. And that's a lot of, you know, it's educational or it's interesting or it's personality based. That's a style. It's really all a YouTube video is entertainment, whether you're wanting educational entertainment or the nonsense that you two are putting out or the nonsense I'm putting out. I'm no different.
Or this nonsense here. Like, for example, did you see the comment from David P's Deals on last week's video saying, hey, was that a fart at 27 minutes and 42 seconds?
That's what we need more of. We need
more of that. And also, I was curious, did anyone investigate? Because I'm not sure. I haven't checked. I don't think it was a fart, but it's possible.
I would love somebody to go through the video. Just look at Kevin. Look at Kevin when he's muting. Yeah. Look at his face and tell me when the farts are. Because I've been around Kevin in person, and there's several farts within an hour. Several. So you're hiding them, is what I'm saying.
All fake news. All fake news. But I tell you what, I do get winded.
Carrie, I don't know if you knew this, but you actually need to have a butthole to fart. That's actually a requirement. So Kevin doesn't have one.
Kevin doesn't technically have a butthole. That is correct.
I know I got the hiccups, so no.
That is true. It's a medical anomaly that he constantly wants to show us, which is weird.
Kevin, come on. We know it's a belly button, not a butthole. I got the hiccups, Carrie. You got to run the show.
All right, guys. So now we're going to go to our favorite segment, guys. This is what happens if Dave... This is why Dave's so important, because if Dave's not leading this conversation, me and Kevin will talk about... Yeah, we'll just talk about nonsense.
Hey, what were you going to say about getting winded, Kevin? I was interested in that.
Well, I used to watch quite a few people that don't do videos as much anymore, and the complaints and people like, oh, this guy's breathing heavy in the camera and whatever. And Dave, I don't think you breathe too heavy in the camera.
I'm not really a mouth breather like you.
But there are a lot. Whatever, I don't do that too much. Let me well, I don't do it on the picker videos, but I used to chew. I told you I talked about, I used to chew tobacco.
You see the hole in your lip.
So I quit.
That was from his
while back.
Yeah.
But when I was when I play golf and when I would go to garage sales, because I would do it then, that was just one time I did it, I started to chew seeds and sunflower seeds. And so I used to spit them out. So the video that just came out that you probably saw, I was chewing seeds in and people hated it. So I had to quit doing that. And
I could totally see you like at the yard sale, wearing overalls, spitting your tobacco, scratching your nuts, like, hey, how much is that right there, ma'am? You got your straw hat on.
How much is that
Tupperware? Redneck?
You're a backdoor redneck.
That's an in-joke, guys. Someone called us that in a review. We've now got weekly negative reviews. We're all feeling... Carrie stopped yelling, and I love Carrie's yell. So you got to give him some encouragement, guys, in the reviews. He's really down now.
I'm trying to take the constructive criticism. I'm trying to...
We do yell. We get excited is the problem. We only talk to each other once a week.
if you guys don't learn anything from Trash to Cash, it's about constant reseller improvements. That's what we do. We want you to become better resellers by not doing a damn thing we say. That's the truth.
Jeez.
Yep.
Sorry, I got a little salty there. I sworted.
Oh my goodness.
Closed mouth doesn't get fed. Should have said something. Is my latest comment on my NC Picker channel.
I have no idea what that means.
Basically, the lady took something out of my hand and I didn't yell at her, and they're saying I should have yelled at her. I'm not like, I need to fight more at yard sales, but I'm kind of like very passive. Maybe I need to go to the bins to get trained up in how to be aggressive.
Oh, I have to be.
What are you talking about? That one garage sale video that hit huge for you was, you're like, ma'am, these are mine. You're taking my stuff.
That's true. That was a hard, you know how uncomfortable I was with that though? Like And
I know there's resellers out there, because when I did a video like that, because I'm pretty passive too. I mean, once you get me going, I get going.
I like the one
you got to get me going.
Kevin suplexed that one dude. That was awesome. He was like
Paul Orndorff, little pile driver.
Pile driver.
That's good, yeah.
Surprised you could pick the person up. He's so tiny.
But man, I tell you, I've been upset, but the one that got me most upset was with my mom. With my mom, where they were
when they were trying to kick her out or whatever.
Yeah, because she didn't have a mask on, but they said that they literally said you do not have to wear a mask, and then they're like, you can't just stand here unless you have a mask on. Like, what are you talking about? My mom, and she's helping me out. Like, this is awful.
Yeah, and then Jelly Smack edited that into viralness for you, didn't they?
Yes, 8 million views. 8 million views. Yeah, my video did pretty good too. It's like my third or fourth biggest video.
Really?
Yeah, not as big as your big.
Did you?
Video,
yeah, but that's because you used Karen in it, didn't you?
It is, and I regret it to this day.
Do you still? You still regret it? Yeah.
No, I don't think I do. But let me tell you, I got 4 or 5 Karen emails, boy, and they were not happy.
They don't email. I don't get a lot of emails from people.
I've never gotten an email. I don't tell people my email. So.
Well, that's probably why you haven't gotten.
I'll tell them your email. It's Ponzi something or other. I don't remember the rest of it. So lucky you.
It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Yeah.
It's definitely a current provider like Gmail, not an ancient old man provider.
No, like it's AOL or Hotmail. It's AOL.USA. Yes.
Oh man.
Well, actually, now I gotta look. I think it is an old one. I can't find it. Whatever. I'm bad at remembering
I was gonna
things.
see if I was gonna get emails. Oh, man.
Come on, reselling sale of the week.
I got a flipper.
Sale of the week. Sale of the week.
I got one, but I'll do the sale of the week. So, did you see the video? Since I'm watching your videos, apparently for some reason, Dave. I don't know if I told you this, but I didn't. I think I had up till about a month ago. I had watched 2 of your videos in my entire life.
Wow, that's like 2 times more than I've watched of yours.
Yeah, that's very good. Now, and I have watched videos. I've watched a few.
You watched one of his videos? Is that 2 times?
No.
I watched a lot of Kevin's videos.
Yeah, and I've apparently watched a bunch lately. Anyway, the last video I did 2 videos ago, I found those grapes. I found some lucite grapes that the guy wanted $50 for. They were
those are poisonous, by the way. Don't eat those.
Lucite?
Yeah, don't eat them.
Poison grape. Anyway,
the silica packs give you a tummy ache too.
I
keep eating them though because they're tasty.
I sold it. I listed it. Sold it for $150. I got it for $25. I had no signal, right? So I don't know if you guys do that. Well, I don't know, maybe where you're at, you get a signal all the time. But a lot of places where I'm at, I don't have a signal. And so you just got to buy it. And then sometimes you look like an absolute jerk because you're trying to get a deal. I mean, I'd have bought it for $50, sold it for $150. But
and how much did you sell 25? It for?
Bought it for $25, sold it for $150 within an hour of listing it, which meant, and the video came out and I listed it at the same time. And I'm like, sure, a viewer bought it, but it wasn't. It was a non-viewer that bought it.
I see those all the time at estate sales. How do I know which ones are good? Like glass grapes? How do you know they're lucite?
They're not glass. You can tap them and see. They're like thick, hard plastic.
Oh, okay.
But this was a light. This was a light, and it worked, and it had the chain and everything. You're probably too young to remember all those, but I mean, I lived it.
This is something from Kevin's era that I sold this week that's interesting, I think. It was on Etsy. I actually priced it higher on Etsy. It's a vintage metal caviar server dish, a dome dished caviar server. Sold it for $100. $100.
1980s.
Wow. No, he eats a lot of caviar too.
No,
so
this is from like the olden days, guys. Look at that. That's like from the 40s or 50s.
Gary's just holding up a picture of his nipple. I don't really know.
Speaking of doll hairs, Dave, didn't somebody say they didn't like Rally Roots because of Callie, and she always said
stupid.
doll hairs?
Yeah, that was stupid. They didn't. I mean, listen, I'm not saying the person's stupid, but I just think that's a silly reason to not like someone because they say doll hairs instead of dollars. I mean, there's bigger things to worry about in the world.
Did I just say doll hairs?
Think?
Yeah, that's how I.
Yeah. Now someone hates you.
Oh, it is what it is. All
right, so I'm giving away a flipper video here, but I want to get your opinion on this. So, do you put stickers and everything, Dave? Like NC's? No.
Not really.
Business card. You don't put anything in. Like it's a viewer. All these viewer sales, and you don't. Put
the viewers, I put a sticker. The viewers, I put a sticker. And Tina's like down there. She's trying to help ship more. And I go down and she's like printing out thank you things on the label printer and like signing them. And I was like, all right, whatever. I don't want to be like all nice. That's fine.
I don't use packing paper or bubble wrap. It all goes in a poly mailer. All of it. Metal, ceramics, doesn't matter.
I actually. Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
Well, I don't know. Now you got me on another topic because Matt Part-Time Pickers puts like aggressive amounts of stickers in his. Makes me feel bad. But I put 2 stickers, Commonwealth Flipper, Commonwealth Picker, and then I do a business card and I sign it and I throw that in there. And sometimes I throw in Bubble Bucks. Sometimes I throw in the My Reseller Genie thing. But I was at the post office the other day, and the lady at the post office wasn't talking to me, talking to somebody else. And she had a book she was shipping with a Christmas card. Trying to send it media mail. Nope, you're not sending that media mail. Made her pay priority mail because it had a Christmas card that she was putting in it. She's like, if you put a piece of paper in it, it's not going media mail. If you put a bookmark in it, it's like if you put a bookmark in it, it's not going media mail. It's like people try to put stickers in it and whatever. And I feel like she's talking to me, right? But I mean, it was a different post office, so probably not. But
that's weird.
So technically, according to this lady, and I've heard this before, and I think Katie Reed said it. If you put a sticker in something, if I put a Commonwealth Picker sticker in it, it can't go media mail.
I mean, so that's what I was going to say. That is interesting. I was going to say, one thing I've been doing a lot lately is because I like shipping in poly mailers, I've been taking the priority bubble mailers, the free ones, and I put the item into a priority bubble mailer, and then I put it into a poly mailer, and the priority bubble mailer kind of keeps it safe for free.
Okay, so that's an interesting topic.
You just admitted to a felony.
Yeah,
how's that a felony?
Because you have to use priority mail packages to ship priority mail. So I had a media mail.
The outside's a poly mailer.
No, you're wrong.
I'm just sending them that No, literally, you can only see the poly mailer. It doesn't say priority mail.
I know what you can see. I'm just saying it is. Yeah. If you
and I'm just sending them that to use themselves. So they can use it for a future shipment. That's all.
That is 2 to 10 years in federal penitentiary. 2 to 10.
No. I'm not going to... I will just tell you this, that the only time I've ever been upcharged on media mail, because they'll search your media mail, right? Yeah. So it's always apparently a good idea to put your stickers and stuff on the bottom. Maybe you can hide them. But the only time I was ever upcharged is I used a piece of cardboard, because I'll recycle cardboard that I'm cutting up. I put a piece of cardboard in to make not a magazine, like a little pamphlet thicker to not bend. And I put a priority mail, cut piece of priority mailbox in there. They upcharged me. They charged me priority mail because that cut piece of cardboard in there was a priority mail cardboard.
Really?
They opened it up.
I get priority mailboxes all the time via UPS. Like all the time, people are sending priority mailboxes through UPS.
And especially the folks, and I kind of get it with this, I'm not saying it's right, but I get it. And I think I've done it once or twice because I didn't have anything at the time. Now I've ordered some. But those old tubes that are now ridiculously expensive to ship in because you got to pay the $4 or the $8
useless.
Or whatever.
Are you talking about the triangle ones?
Right.
Yeah.
And they're not useless if you cut them under 22 inches and seal them. But other than that, they're useless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're pretty much useless. You can send. So I've been sending out posters, and I've been sending them UPS. Like 13 ounces of poster is going cheaper UPS than it would be going USPS because you can't send it first class because it's too long. They're 24 inches long, and it's going cheaper that way. And also those big charts. Have you ever seen me sell those big tube the educational charts?
Yep.
Those can go media mail.
Well, I've actually gotten boxes that were priority boxes, but they wrapped them in like craft paper, brown craft paper, and then taped it all around it, and it's still a priority box in there. It's just wrapped in craft paper.
Apparently, from a lot of people I hear, and I think Eric does this, throwing them under the bus, is UPS doesn't care. Which I think is interesting because UPS and the post offices, they're working closer and closer together. I'm getting tons of packages delivered to my post office box that are coming via UPS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so, we got to finish soon because it's late, but we do have a couple of questions. First of all, we already talked about your sale of the week. Did you source anything worth talking about? We have segments on this show, guys. We're a real reselling podcast. Carrie, did you source anything like best item source up in Utah?
Like my best items I sourced are coming up in my bin videos. I can't give away the hook.
Oh, you can't. You can give away like one item, one good item. It doesn't mean your best, but a good one.
I found this is pretty cool, I think. It was the first 10 seasons of Hell's Kitchen, which on DVD, which you wouldn't think still has, I think you can watch it. People were saying on my TikTok that you could watch it for free on YouTube, but it's still going for about $80 to like $110. 49 cents is what they charge me. 49 cents for media.
That's not bad.
That's nice.
I got not that it's worth any money. I don't think it is. But my daughter's been wanting to watch Smallville. Like where Superman's a teenager, right?
Yeah, teenage Superman.
And it's like on Hulu, and I don't want to subscribe to Hulu, but I went to the flea market, and they had the first 6 seasons for 50 cents a season. And so I was like, yeah, $3. There you go. That's cheaper than Hulu. So
I think there's still there's a lot of people who don't understand that although DVDs and VHSs are all on the decline comparatively, there's still a big market for it. Like people are saying you can watch all that for free on YouTube, but a lot of people aren't watching YouTube on their television and they want to watch stuff on their television.
We watch 3 or 4 VHS this Christmas already.
People
we watched
Home
Alone on VHS.
They're still using DVD players. I mean, there's a few people in Bedford still using VHS players.
But the same thing applies to just content in general because, I'm on Facebook now, and now my Facebook, I'm uploading full length, like normal videos.
Now,
not just,
he's
the highlights.
He's been on Facebook for a year.
Yeah, but the videos have not been my creation. Now they're my creation. It's just my standard
he is
videos.
Getting all of the cash.
That's
true.
I
can say
it. No, it's all coming to me now. Screw you, that other company. No.
I still work for that company. That company still works for me. So watch it.
No,
let me get my mug.
But my mother-in-law called my wife and said, hey, I saw Dave took the kids to yard sales and they bought blah, 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 and blah, blah. And Tina's like, what are you talking about? That happened like 2 years ago. She's like, no, he just posted the video on Facebook.
Yeah.
She's never watched me on YouTube. She's never watched me on YouTube.
Yeah. My family will
but on
like, what are you
Facebook,
talking
she
about?
sees it. On Facebook, she sees it. So it's just like different people in different... Yeah.
You get spoon-fed. I watch my dad on Facebook, and it's literally, he'll get on Facebook, and there's no search, there's nothing. It's just you're getting fed everything.
There's a lot of people watching Facebook. I didn't even know it was a thing. A year ago, I didn't know Facebook video was a thing. And now all of a sudden I find out there's tons of people watching Facebook videos. I feel
like a lot of us left, I stopped using Facebook regularly 8 years ago, as a normal service. And then I just started because of content. So I think there's a lot of people still using it. I didn't know.
Can I tell you I never used Facebook? I was never a Facebook
Were you more
user.
like a MySpace guy?
I had an account.
Who was in your top 8? Who was in your top 8? Was Tom?
Dude, Tom. I was this close to denying Carrie's Facebook friend request because I don't accept friend requests on there. I don't want to use it as a social network like that.
Oh, I didn't know if.
And he sent me an invite, and I was like, I don't really want to accept friend requests, but I guess I'll do it. So he's like my third friend on Facebook.
And then you immediately liked one of my oldest pictures on Facebook.
And commented on it, didn't I?
Commented, that it was caught on a potato. It was 2006.
That was earlier than 2006. You looked like a teenager.
It was like 2005, 6, yeah.
You were on a car or something? No.
I was on a car in one of them. It was my band pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
So who did you find out about Facebook from, Dave?
What do you mean? That Facebook existed?
That there's content on there.
Because
I'm waiting for a royalties
I told you, my mother-in-law.
No, I mean.
Oh, you're saying a year ago? Oh, that was you.
I'm waiting for my check.
You got one when Jelly Smack signed me up. I'm pretty sure.
All right, you're right. We're even. We're even.
Where's my cut from that? Where's my vig?
What are you talking about? I'm on the podcast. What else do you want?
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
This has been Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 62. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. What's your last thing you want to say, Carrie?
No, I'd say we'd be talking about 20 people if Kevin wasn't here. So thank you guys for being here and watching Kevin put up with us.
This is